Today in the video we're going to look at some new products that are available from Aus Ants. Check them out on Ant Keeping Depot. We're going to have a look at the founding nest, acrylic nest that's shown here, the new products that are available for them. So let's get into the video. Okay, so you're probably fairly familiar with the acrylic nest. So we've got the red lid there, and we've got the acrylic founding nest here from Aus Ants. So I'm just going to run you through a couple of things to do on this nest. So you've got the 3D printed gate here, which you can see, and it's made up of layers of acrylic. So we've got a base white layer here, that you can see, forms the base of it there, so that's that white color you see around the base. Next up you have these two clear acrylic layers, 1 and 2. Then you have this green layer. Now that green layer is what gives it the color on here, okay, just to give it a little bit of difference. And then finally you have one clear acrylic nest on the top, okay. Now that's held down by the screws. You've got the ventilation there, and you've also got the holes for the hydration. Okay, so that's what makes up one of these acrylic nests. So we're going to show you something that is now available. Okay, so we have the green founding acrylic nest by Aus Ants. It's green. I love the green. But what if you want something different? Well, that's where the new product comes in. This little packet that you get, the color change pack. So let's have a look at what the color change pack has in it and what you can do with it. It's pretty cool. So first of all, let's open it up and see what we've got inside. So this is from Ant Keeping Depot. You can get them online, and the link is in the description below. So you've got a nice thank you card included in the pack. On behalf of the Aus Ants team, thank you. Nice little logo there as well. Okay, let's have a look at exactly what's in the pack. So we've got some acrylic pieces and some little sponges. Okay, let's dissect it. Okay, the acrylic pieces that you have a nice blue piece here and a blue sponge to match. Like so. We have a red sort of one, reddy pinky sort of one there. And then we've got another one, a third one, which is a true red. Now you can put the yellow sponge with that, or you can mix and match the sponges around depending. And then lastly, you have this white piece of acrylic. Now this piece is a little bit different, and we'll get into what's involved in that particular piece. So this is what you get in the color change pack. So 3 colors, a piece of acrylic white, this one here, and you'll see that lays over the top. Now something very special about that piece, and like I said, we'll get into that, and I'll show you exactly what it is for shortly. And I think you'll like it. So to begin with, let's use the blue acrylic and let's set it up to replace the actual green. Now this top clear acrylic piece on the top, if it does get scratched and damaged, they are coming out with a replacement top screen as well, so that'll be available shortly on the Ant Keeping Depot website. Okay, let's get this blue top. Let's color change this founding nest to the blue style. So we've got the blue acrylic, and we've also got the sponge there. Now this little handy wrench tool, now I've been given the little tip here by Nick. Rather than using your fingernails, you can actually use this tool, and just by pressing it against the paper on the top, it peels it back nicely and nothing gets scratched. You don't destroy your fingernails if you do have a tendency, or if you don't have any fingernails, you don't have to worry. The little tool is perfect for it. So there's a little tip for you as well. So there's the beautiful blue acrylic that we have. We'll just take off the other side, again using the little wrench tool. Now the little wrench tool just comes with the starter kit as well. So just peel this off like so, and we'll have a look. Now it's well cut out, this acrylic, and it's a nice vibrant color as well, like so. Beautiful. Okay, let's get into fitting it. So you'll need the Allen key that comes with the kit, and that's the one that suits all of the screws on it, so it's just one key fits all. And what we need to do is we need to just loosen off all of these nuts. So I'll just go ahead and do all of that quickly. Okay, once you've undone all of the screws, just loosen them off. You can just pop those screws out, remove the little nuts on the back of them as well, and then you've got your nest. Now just be careful with it, take off the top clear piece, and then the very next piece underneath that will be the green, the colour piece of acrylic. Now with that, you may just want to loosen off these two front screws just a little bit, and that just loosens it off like so. So you can just pop off that green cover. We can get the new blue cover and pop that on, and don't pop it on like that. Make sure you pop it on the right way around. So just get that, just flip that one around quickly, like so. And that just sits snugly on the top. Replace the sponge with the new colour sponge. You can leave the green in there if you want, it's totally up to you. Like so. Okay, once you've done that, put the clear acrylic top back on. Make sure you line up the hydration holes as well with the sponge, like so. And then again, we just need to fit it all back together. So let's do that quickly. Okay, all done, and there we go. We now have replaced that green acrylic piece with the blue acrylic piece, and we have a blue founding nest. So you can do the same again with the other pieces that you've come with the pack. So you've got the sort of the pinky sort of color, and then you have this red acrylic color as well, like so. So change it up exactly what you want to do with your color packs, and it's pretty cool. You can sort of customize it. I do like the green, but it is nice just to have a bit of variation as well in the different colors. Originally they used to have quite a few colors, so now if you do want to change it up, you can. So now there's one other piece here that I wanted to show you, and this is this white acrylic piece. Now you may be wondering what that is for, so I'm going to get into it and show you what you need to do. So first of all, let's take it apart again. Okay, taking it apart again. Now on the bottom here is this white piece of plastic acrylic. Now that's the piece that you want to keep on the base, and then you've got these other two pieces. So this particular piece here, that's what we're removing. Okay, that's what we're going to change out, and we're going to change it with this white acrylic piece, and I'll show you why. And this is a nice little addition, a nice change to be able to customize the acrylic nests. Now, Australia has been blessed with some really big species of ants, which is fantastic. But sometimes you do have the smaller species that you want to keep in a founding nest. And the acrylic and the standard nest can be quite big, quite tall, the chamber size. So now you have this additional piece, which gives it a step up in the base. So again, just replace that bottom clear acrylic with a piece like this. Throw it in like that. Get all the screws and everything, line it all up again. Don't forget to put that sponge in there as well, like so. Drop that in, and then we'll put all the screws back in here together. So if you have smaller species, again, you want to keep them fairly cramped conditions inside a nest. That's where they feel most comfortable, most ants. So in this way, it actually reduces the size and gives it a bit of a step up inside the nest. Now I did have a little bit of trouble getting one of the screws through, but with a little bit of pushing, I managed to get the screw through. So tighten everything up again, and I'll show you what this looks like. You can use the wrench that comes in the pack as well, just to hold the nut as well, just to give it a tighten. Don't over tighten it though, you might crack the acrylic. It doesn't have to be really, really tight. And there we go. So we can see now that founding chamber, we've got that white step up in the bottom there, which is really cool. So it just gives that little bit of a difference inside that nest, reduces the size down there for some of the smaller species of ants, and especially if you're overseas, perhaps you're in Europe where you have some of those smaller species, so they can feel at home. So there we go, that's the color change pack and what it does, which is really nice. So it's going to be available on Ant Keeping Depot shortly, so keep an eye out for that one. Click on the link below if you want to check out all of the products from Ant Keeping Depot as well. Now we have one more thing for you guys, so don't go anywhere. Now you may have seen there's a new YouTube channel Aus Ants have brought out. One of their first videos they put out was the screw caps like this. So what I'm going to do is just run you through quickly again what the screw cap is and how it works. So first of all, you need to loosen off the screws on the front of this 3D printed connector. So we just pop that one out, and what you can do is you can use the screws that come with that nest already, or there are screws that come with your screw cap connector. So just transfer those particular ones off. Now this is a nice little feature, and I'll show you some of the different areas that you can use it in. Perhaps you do have a founding queen that you want to put into the nest, and she might be fully claustral, so she doesn't need to leave that chamber. Well, this is the way you can do it as well. So just tighten up the screws on the front here. Just have to line it up with the little nuts that are inside the acrylic nest there. Those ones just in there. So line that up nice and tight. Again, don't over tighten it or you can do some damage. And then you've got the actual thread on the connector, and you've got the little screw cap that goes on the front like so. So you can lock away the queen inside the founding chamber. You've got the hydration available there for her as well. And if you do need to screw it off and put a little bit of food in, you can certainly do that as well. So that's pretty cool. What do you think, guys? What do you think of those couple of new products? Now, one of the things you can use the screw cap for is blocking off an entrance. You might have a large acrylic nest like this with the 2 entrances, and you may just want to block one off until later, or you might actually want to block it off if you're doing a transfer. So there we go, guys. There's the screw cap connectors, but also the color change pack that is available from Aus Ants. Another good quality product, and I encourage you to go online and check out all of the awesome products at Ant Keeping Depot. It's really a great range available from all over the place, but we have these top quality products from Aus Ants, which is really nice. So I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a brief video on this new color change pack product. Yeah, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and always remember, happy ant keeping.